Hello friends, welcome to Humanology Facebook Live Edition. We'll check on YouTube videos and make some video commentaries. Let's go to next episode in the Gentleman in the Woods who needs some exercise and diet, okay? So, in YouTube for free. Originally the weather channel. Very educational and instructive. It's nice. It's about like camping, right? Oh, yeah. I learned about this show maybe when I was in Alabama, Michigan Law School back in like 2014, 2015, something like that. Okay, so huge fan. Okay, great knowledge, like camping, hiking. The survival, like edible food in the wild, like plants, animals, like trapping knowledge and stuff, wild foraging of edible plants and wealth of knowledge. Okay, so huge fan. Okay, it's absolutely amazing. Okay, let's check them out. Okay. Some angle adjustment there. Make it even. I think we're almost good to go. Tilting not quite working. I need to buy some new tripod, okay, so now it works a little bit better. Okay, there we go. Let's go to second episode. Season 1. Sure. Gentleman in the Woods who needs some exercise and diet. Okay, so be very respectful here. Okay, so
look at this. This is like a buffet right here. This is what's called reindeer moss.
I'd rather have the reindeer. We're all hungry, and moss is not my idea of a meal.
It's 90% carbs. I mean, that's more than a potato by weight.
Creek's really good at trying to keep a positive note on everything, but if I want to eat what the reindeer eats, I'll get that when I eat the reindeer. Boy, there's enough we can even come back for seconds.
For thousands of years, man lived wild, and our triumph over Mother Nature defined who we were. We were rugged, we were strong, and as we evolved, our ingenuity led to towering achievements. We secured our place at the top of the food chain, and now we have the waistline to prove it. I'm Creek Stewart. I'm a survivalist, and this is your midlife wake-up call. So get off the couch and come out to the woods. If you can survive a week with me, you can take on anything. Survival is simple. Just don't die. In our not-so-distant past, pioneer settlers moved into areas and literally carved out an existence for themselves with very limited supplies. 3 guys who I've never met are going to do the same thing this week. We are going to survive here in the middle of the Tennessee woods with very limited tools and resources.
Tell you what, boys, I ain't seen no damn beef burrito bushes growing anywhere.
Mexican food junkie.
Yeah, but you don't want that because you don't have a toilet for afterwards.
That's right.
Since pioneer days, our survival skills have become soft.
I'm not even a tent camper. Now a no tent camper would be interesting to say the least.
David Howard used to be in the Army, but now he spends most of his time behind a desk as an IT guy, and he's 50 pounds overweight. He's come to the woods to get back in touch with that soldier that he knows is still inside of him.
Looks like we've got a drill instructor with a ponytail.
Bill Anderson has recently quit his job
I want to learn to be self-sufficient.
and plans on moving his family off the grid.
Being able to sustain and take care of your family, that's my motivation.
He's looking at this week as the kickoff to an entirely brand new chapter of his life. All right.
Andrew Walker,
Andrew Walker is a workaholic, but with that hard work, he hasn't had time to enjoy the fruits of his labor.
He makes it worth coming home every night after a nice, long, stressful day.
Andrew's come for what he calls a mental reset. Welcome to the edge of the wilderness, gentlemen. This week, we are pioneer settlers, and we're going to reclaim some of those pioneer survival skills. We've got each of you a backpack. First item, it's a stainless steel canteen and mug. You've got 1 liter of fresh drinking water. You have a survival knife. You'll be using this knife for all kinds of things. Blaze orange, so that if you drop it in the woods, you can see it. This week, guys, get a hatchet.
All right.
You know, pioneer style. And that's it, fellas. This is going to be an incredibly difficult week that's going to test all of us on a lot of different levels. For the first 4 days, we're going to be working together as a team. On the 5th day, you'll be striking out solo. But for now, today, our main priorities are shelter and fire. You guys ready?
Let's do it. Ready.
All right, good. Let's get going.
Many people called me crazy when I told them I was doing this. I've never really truly had to rough it before.
So guys, we're looking for a good shelter spot. This is a little low. You know, you can see how wet this dirt is. And we've got to find a drier spot, you know, especially if it's wet now on a sunny day. Imagine if it rains, you know, it's just going to be soaking. I mean, it is an absolutely beautiful day here in the Great Smoky Mountains, but the weather can change in a matter of hours. So we need to find a shelter location that's dry. Even though we're trying to find a base camp, we're always looking for other stuff too, you know?
All I'm seeing are dead brown leaves.
Yeah, that's the truth, man.
Okay, so they're looking for some dry spot. Some commentary there. Okay. Well, yeah, water flows down the gravitation, so the higher you get in the elevation, you will dry. Okay. Okay. Yeah, it's just physics, right? Yeah. Common sense. Okay. Let's continue.
That's the thing about this time of year. There is not much to eat.
I think I just pulled my butt cheek stepping over that log.
I'm an IT guy by day, which means I feel my butt an awful lot. Uh-oh, I tripped and fell back here and I fell out.
You lost your knife?
I don't feel it in my toes anymore.
So we're 5 minutes into our initial hike, and Dave has already lost his knife.
It's not in the
All
coat.
right, you're going to be the first to die. So we eat him.
All right, man.
That's right.
The whole point of these bright orange knives is so that they wouldn't lose them.
Might be that first log you had to step over where I pulled my butt cheek.
Luckily, we found it.
Dude, I'm the oldest one here, and I'm certainly not going to be the one that's being carried off. You have to kill me to get me to do that.
Check this out. This is what I'm talking about, guys. Pioneers establishing a homestead literally in the middle of nowhere. In our search for the perfect base camp location, we happen upon these 2 huge chimneys. They're remnants of a pioneer homestead from who knows how many years ago. Now, this is the oddest thing here. This is not a native species to this woods at all. This is yucca. Bill, you're from Texas.
Yeah.
You know what yucca is.
We have plenty of it.
They have somehow gotten their hands on yucca back in the 1800s, and this is going to be a huge resource to us. Once you guys cut off some of these leaves, because this is right here is a perfect opportunity for some cordage.
For years, I've seen the plant one way, and now I'm looking at it completely different.
These dried flower stalks of the yucca plant make amazing fire starting materials.
My wife and I just recently sold our house because we're wanting to try and start an off-the-grid lifestyle of not being dependent on the city for electricity and for water and being able to more provide for ourselves. So this is going to jumpstart and kind of kickstart it.
Thanks, pioneers. Everybody get some cord. Dave, you got some cord in.
That's right. That's I'm flying my flag.
Awesome.
My yucca flag. There you go. Bill, the mountain man.
Yeah, knowledge of edible
I
plants.
love pine,
Yeah.
man. I'm a sucker
Nice.
for a pine grove, man, you know. Got a lot of resources here. It's dry, it's flat. We're on like our own little secluded plateau. I love this. So first things first, we need to clean up some of these poles. My idea is to make a freestanding A-frame shelter. Try to lock that in there somewhere. Then we're gonna put rafters on that A-frame.
That's nice.
That's an awesome one. We're going to cover the roof with pine needles, and then we're going to fill the inside with pine needles as well, so that we have insulation.
Angel May, right? Oh, how
What I'm looking
nice.
for a rake
Beautiful.
right now.
It's going to make a really good and waterproof shelter for us this week.
That's nice.
Good job on shelter, but it's only 50% of the equation for staying warm tonight. Right now, we have to move to fire. And with only maybe an hour and a half of daylight left, I'd be lying if I told you I wasn't a little concerned, because the fire method that I have in mind is the most difficult fire start on planet Earth. We're going to make a fire with hand drill. Doesn't get any more difficult than taking your hands and rubbing two sticks together to create an ember and then blowing a flame.
My hands hurt already.
Yeah, get ready to get blisters, suckers. Spinning a stick with your bare hands and making fire like a caveman separates the men from the boys, even in the survival business. We need to make the spindle for our hand drill. Round that off like the end of a hot dog.
I just want to know why they got to keep talking about food when we haven't even discussed how we're doing that yet.
In a hand drill scenario, it's hard to apply the downward pressure necessary and the speed to get that to start charring and
That's
smoking
nice.
and creating the dust we need.
I like
I've slightly
this.
modified the hand drill today with yucca cordage that I've reverse wrapped in order to pull down on that hand drill and apply pressure, so that all these guys have to think about is spinning that drill.
All right, who's going first?
All right. I'll go first. It is intimidating to know that not many people are successful with it, and here we are tonight, setting the stage for the rest of our week.
Smell it.
So at this point, we're going to go ahead and carve our notch. And this notch is to collect that dust so that it can reach the temperature necessary to create that burning ember.
The sun is going down and the temperature's dropping quite a bit here.
Go faster.
We're tired, we're hungry, we're thirsty.
I'm serious, man. Right now, go faster.
So I think the nerves are starting to set in a little bit about the possibility that we may not have fire tonight.
Can you swap out?
Yeah.
Hurry, hurry.
It's tough, man.
Okay, I think we're through. We didn't get it. That's brutal, guys.
Yeah.
Now, this is one of the moments this week where you have to decide why you came here, and you got to channel all of that energy and all of that motivation into this one task, because right now there is no future this week unless we get fired, and that's the truth. Okay, I think we're through. We didn't get it. This is the most difficult fire start on planet Earth, hands down. Take number 2, you've got to pour it on, man. Like, every bit of what you've got inside of you, you've got to dump into that spindle. For us to attempt this today as our only fire option in the middle of the Great Smoky Mountains, which are damp and moist. Gotta go faster. Oh, man.
Stay in.
This is a challenge.
You got the smoke.
Damn it. Okay, hold on. Just take a breath. We gotta start a third. Guys, if we don't get this tonight, our only other option is spooning. I've spent many nights in the woods where I could not get a friction fire going. Getting a fire is a luxury and certainly not a guarantee. In my experience, guys, after the third attempt of trying to get an ember, your chances go way down, primarily because you're just exhausted. But tonight, we have it. I believe that they can do it.
Okay.
Good. Beautiful.
Nice and straight. Okay, take it. We don't burn it through. You got it.
As fast as you can go. Andrew, tap into whatever freaking brought you here, brother.
The reason that I did come out here was to get time for me.
Can you go faster, Andrew? You can do it.
I don't have the option to check my emails, to check my voicemails. It is Andrew surviving for Andrew out here.
Go. Go. Smoke.
You got an ember.
You got it. The ember's out.
Protect it from the wind. Watch what I'm doing here, Dave. Taking this, putting that huge, fat ember right down in that little hole. Get a hold of it right here. Now blow into it. Nice and gentle. Good.
Oh, how
There we go.
nice.
Good.
That's nice.
Give it a little bit of air there, Bill. A little bit more.
Precious.
Hell yeah. Pretty good aim, bro.
We got fire, man.
Going to creek is the hardest thing to do in this world of survival. And if we accomplish that, we damn sure are not fail at anything else.
That's exciting. I've never been so excited about fire in my life.
It's going to be nice tonight when we're in that shelter.
Yeah.
The idea is actually spooning with those guys was not a good idea, and I'm very glad we got the fire.
We just gotta keep this baby going all night long.
Bill?
Okay, so some commentary. Yeah, the history of fire and humans. It's like I guess it's like 1 million years ago, something like that. Okay, kind of like prehistory age, before like a Stone Age. Okay, something like that. Maybe 1 million years ago. Okay, yeah, maybe it's accidental discovery, some lightning, wildfire, whatever. Okay, but yeah, from whatever we like 1 million years ago. Okay, correct me if I'm wrong. Okay, maybe 10 million years ago, something like that. Yeah, the humans starting to use fire, right? Maybe 1 million years ago, 10 million years ago, something like that. Okay, so yeah, I read about that history, but when it comes to year, maybe 1 million years, 10 million years ago, something like that. Okay, so maybe by this lightning, fire, wildfire, maybe, I don't know. Okay, yeah. So let's take 5 minutes break. Okay, so I need some vocal rest. Okay, I need to check on my dinner too. Okay, so yeah, sure. Alright, yeah, 5 minutes break. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, the weather channel. Yeah, the Gentleman in the Woods. Very nice. Yeah. Educational. Oh yeah. Okay, yeah, welcome back, we're back. Look, I'm kind of minimalist, okay? I cook everything in the microwave, okay? So, and when I did go camping, I used my lighter to build a campfire because I'm minimalist, okay? But, yeah, this one's very instructional, educational, okay? Doing it the hard way, right? The friction, like wood against wood, okay? Yeah, that's nice. Very nice, very educational. About like history, right? Yeah, sure. Yeah, let's continue, okay? Yeah. It's very nice. Yeah, doing it the hard way, right? The old school way. Nice.
It's wood.
That's right.
Bill, you're on Fire Watch tonight.
That's right.
Not a problem. Oh, it's raining.
Yes, it is.
If it was raining a little harder, we could fill up our water bottles with the rain, man, but it just isn't coming down enough. I think we need to still strike out this morning and look for a stable water source. You know, guys, it's getting awful mushy right here.
Oh, wow, man, check that out.
Oh, dude, that's what we're looking for, man. You know, back in the day for fresh water, pioneers would develop what's called a springhead, man, where the water comes right out of the mountain. I'm not 100% positive that this water is safe to drink, so we're going to gather it and boil it back at camp because we have fire. If we didn't have fire, I might be willing to risk it because it is coming like right out of the side of the mountain.
So I'm going to get in here and I'll dig it out, see if we can just lay the thermos down in it and collect it that way.
Yeah, some commentary. Yeah, fresh water. Yeah, there's some bacteria, virus, and some monocellular organisms. Some of them are parasites. Okay, so yeah, when it comes to fresh water, yeah, it's safe to boil it, right? Yeah, salt water, yeah, like ocean, sea. They are safer, but they're salty, right? So you need to desalinate it, right? But even in salt water, yeah, they do have some bacteria. They do, okay? Yeah, there's some bacteria that live in ocean, okay? And some protozoa, like single monocellular, like kind of parasitic organism, they are there too, okay? So, like brackish water, kind of happy between ocean and river. Yeah, like salmon, yeah, actually they do have some parasites, okay? So, yeah, you need to boil them, okay? Yeah, that's safest way, okay? Yeah. Let's go, yeah.
There's enough water coming out, man. I think it should flush your hole out pretty quick.
It's all about flushing out the hole now, ain't it?
That looks pretty tasty, man.
Look how quick it's clearing out.
Yeah.
What are the main things that you can find in water out here that are gonna make you sick?
It's not the bacteria that kills you. It's diarrhea.
How could that potentially kill me out here?
So many people die of diarrhea because it results in dehydration.
We always take for granted that luxury of turning on a tap, going to the fridge, grabbing a bottle of water. But you see how hard these people had to work out here just to get a steady water source. And luckily, it was a good one. They did it well because it's still there for us, hundreds of years later.
I don't think we got water. Let's start trekking back to camp. Let's go.
We need to put our water on boil.
Finding the water was a huge deal for me. I drink a lot of fluid.
Just start finding some dinner, get this thing going.
With all the extra energy that we're exerting out here,
You don't have the calories to be doing that. Holy mackerel.
there's been a couple of times where I started feeling dry-mouthed, and I know that's a sign of getting dehydrated.
You just put it in the outside cold, Bill, is that what you did?
We're just going to have to now go and boil it and be able to make it drinkable. Unscrew it a little and get your lid off. Let it start boiling. Just don't screw it down all the way because you don't want to melt the plastic. Or spill out my water.
Yeah. But you know, just as we get all that water, getting ready to get it boiled, start drinking, I knocked Bill's water over. And I'm just sitting there thinking, now I gotta give up my water because it's my fault that he has none. That's demoralizing.
We need to put our water on boil.
Finding the water was a huge deal for me. Just don't screw it down all the way because you don't want to melt the plastic. Or spill out my water.
I'm just sitting there thinking, I'm not so you can have mine.
You want to get more?
Yep. Well, I'm kind of have to now.
This is exactly the type of stuff that happens when you're hungry, when you're frustrated, when you're cold, and when you're tired. Luckily, we did not depend on rainfall for water.
We all just decided, you know, we're all just gonna share a little bit of water and we'll just go back and get more. Let's go.
I'm getting hungry, boss.
These guys need calories. So we're going to go back to the water source, and then we're going to strike out, and we're going to forage for wild edibles. All right, guys, you want to keep moving?
Yeah, let's find some food now.
Yeah, man, let's really keep our eyes peeled. That's creepy looking.
Creepy is a good word.
Yeah, but that water source look very dirty to me, okay? I mean, you can boil it and kill all the germs, bacteria, virus, protozoa, whatever, unicellular organism, even multicellular organism like parasite, potential parasite. But even after boiling those dirty water, you have to filter it because it's kind of muddy, okay? Yeah, you have to filter it. Like using socks, clothes, okay? That well even after boiling the water, okay, still have many dirt like sand, dirt, soil. I do not think it's safe to drink at all. Okay, they should go find a creek, as opposed to well. Okay, I think that would be my suggestion. Okay, so yeah, creek water, yeah, less soil, less sand, less dirt. Okay, yeah, you can boil it, and yeah, maybe less filtering necessary. Okay. Yeah, that was my suggestion, okay? Let's go.
Word. Yeah, seriously, man. This area is so cool here in the Great Smoky Mountains. There is literally the remnants of a pioneer house. It's dilapidated, it's dangerous, it's not worth going in and looking for resources, but it's crazy to think that this is a home where someone lived in the middle of nowhere. This is probably where their field was. It's not much, but one thing I am seeing, these are actually rose hips.
Please don't tell me that's what we're supposed to eat.
They don't have a lot of calories, but they contain a ton of vitamin C.
I understand I'm not going to find a ribeye tree out here, but little bitty roseberries.
We can make like a tea out of these. But what I'm thinking actually is, these rose hips, these berries are perfect for bait. Everything will eat rose hips. Birds, rabbits, squirrel.
Let's get to picking.
Yeah, man.
I'm wanting to eventually get to where I live off the grid. Now, looking at how these people live, I don't want to live that far off the grid.
Better be some good berry tea.
I still want solar panel and I want well water, but this is giving me a whole new perspective on how people did it back then.
I don't stand here for hours picking berries out of a thorn bush.
In hopes of setting a trap that catches something to eat.
I will never complain about long lines at fast food again.
All right, guys. We got enough rose hips, I think. Animals and birds are used to coming into these rose hips, so I think we should set our traps in the general vicinity of these wild roses. So we're going to need some sticks. All of these pioneer settlement signs have kind of inspired me to build a log cabin style live capture trap. The way this is designed is we can make a cage that holds itself together with tension provided from these yucca ropes. Take this like this, then we're going to rotate it like this. Now we take these straight sticks and we work them to the ends.
This has been nuts because I'm OCD. I am not a hunter. I've never hunted. I've never killed anything besides bugs and stuff. But out here, if you don't find it, capture it, kill it, you're not going to eat.
And our trip line is going to be made out of yucca. Tie these two pieces together. No matter what goes in there, there's no way they're getting over or under that trip line. You come in here, you cross that trip line, you break that trigger.
Pretty awesome. It didn't take any tools to even build.
Now, we just need to make a couple more of these traps.
Oh man, forget all y'all's little traps gonna catch a bird. I'm catching a damn pig. I built me a Texas-sized trap.
That's a Texas-sized cage or a Texas-sized dinner, brother.
Start trekking back to camp.
Let's go.
Home sweet home. Well, I'm really starting to see my breath. Now that we're back at camp, it's time for dinner. And this is going to be a feast. Rose hip tea.
I'm setting mine away from all the else.
It's not going to fill any of us up, but at least it's something warm in our belly. One thing about rose hips, though, is you don't want to eat them, because on the inside of them, they are filled with these itchy little fibers. When you were a kid, did you ever buy itching powder from like a novelty shop?
Yeah. Unscrew the lid of your mom's baby powder and sprinkle it in.
Yeah, exactly. Commercially sold itching powder is rose hip fibers inside. That's why you don't want to eat them. They make your throat itch like crazy. So anybody got a bandana that they're not personally attached to?
Yep.
You care if we cut it up, dude?
No.
Yeah, some commentary there. Yeah, in Alaska, I'm in Alaska, so they're in Appalachian Mountains, like Eastern Coast. I'm Western Coast. I'm in Alaska. Yeah, we have rose hips, okay? Yes, native Alaskan plants, and yeah, rose hips is very nice. Wild rose hips, and in the autumn, fall season, and yeah, the sea is in there. Yeah, it's quite crunchy, okay? So yeah, but it's not quite like what he described. I don't know, maybe he's talking about different species of wild rose in eastern coast, okay? But western coast, rose hips, yeah, the seeds, yeah, they're not that bad at all. Yeah, they're kind of crunchy, okay? Okay, let's go.
No. This will make a perfect little tea bag. Wrap up some of those rose hips and then kind of pound it a little bit, break up that flesh, and then that gets kind of dipped into our mugs of steaming water.
We're not getting a lot of calories out of the berries, but we're
Yeah, but, okay, in this episode, they're making rose hips tea, right? Do you know what I do in Alaska, America? Yeah, I put them in vodka, okay? Rose hips vodka. That's absolutely fantastic, okay? So, but that's what I do in Alaska, okay? Alright.
still getting some nutrition and vitamin C, and especially if you're out in the elements like we are, vitamin C can't hurt. So bottoms up on the berry tea.
Tea time in the shelter?
Yeah.
Come on, ladies.
Oh, God. Man, I did not climb my way to the top of the food chain to drink this for dinner. I'm going to tell you right now.
Bottoms up. Here's the
So now the rain's looking like it's about to set in. We're cold, we're tired, we're hungry.
Here's still a lot of hard work for some berries.
I'm just hoping tomorrow when we go check those traps that there's going to be something in them.
That's like bandana flavored tea
bandana flavored tea.
with a hint of rose.
Okay, let's say 5 minutes break, okay? Yeah.
Yeah, all I know is all I did was rain.
Nice. Yeah, 5 minutes break, please. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, very nice, Red Channel TV show back in the days. Now available on YouTube. Yeah, 5 minutes break, okay? Thank you. Yeah. Very educational. Oh, yeah. Okay, so yeah, let's continue. Okay, so yeah. Oh yeah, the knowledge of these wonderful edible plants, very fantastic, like rose hips, right? Yeah, sure. That's great. Great education there, okay. Absolutely. Yeah. Oh yeah, fantastic. Gracious. Hmm? Okay. Yeah, let's continue, okay? Yeah. Hmm? Yeah.
Last night, man.
Oh, dude, it poured all night long, man. I'm damp. I'm damp to the bone. Day number 3. Morale is a little low.
I'm glad it's daytime, man. That's all I'm gonna say. Nights are rough.
This morning, we're cold, we're tired, we're damp, and we're hungry.
Long nights make you tired like that. They drain you, but possibility of food excites you, man. So,
I know. The best thing we can do today is get moving. Let's pack up and go check our traps.
sounds good.
Oh man, I hope we got something in these.
Yeah, man.
I'm hungry. Dude, we got one down.
Oh, yeah. Don't see anything in there, though.
I can't
Oh
tell.
man. No, it looks like the weather
Nothing
just
in there.
tripped it last night.
Well, we could reset it.
Yeah, let's reset it for sure.
Man, I was pretty dejected to see that there was nothing inside there. There's still a couple more to go, but
No, this was just the hog trap. We still got 2 more traps.
Let's head and check the others.
looks like they're still set. Yeah.
So this is a letdown.
Nobody wants to panic outwardly, I think, and worry about, do we have something to eat to get us through these next few days? It's tough.
The animals agree with me. Rose hips suck.
No, the animals love rose hips, man. They just, that rain worked to our disadvantage. They just bedding down.
I think there was, a sense of relief that I wouldn't be killing something today because I'm quite the animal lover. But if it got to the point to where I was life or death, things would change.
The fact of the matter is you can go for 3 weeks without food at all. So we're not going to die. It's just going to be uncomfortable.
That doesn't sound good.
We'll come back in the morning and see if there's anything here then. But today, we have to kind of lower our expectations on what we want to eat. Eyes peeled, fellas. If anything looks edible, ask me.
Military line of sight, everybody takes the opposite angle, man. You don't miss nothing. Being in the military, I had that drive to survive. And, even though it's tough out here and it's been cold now and rainy,
Yeah, I just don't see a single track, nothing.
Enough sense to get out of this weather.
the reality is I'm not quitting. And I don't think any of my teammates are quitting.
Look at this.
Moss.
This is like a buffet right here. This is what's called reindeer moss.
I'd rather have the reindeer. I gotta be honest with you, rose hips and moss is not my idea of a meal.
I can't promise it tastes good, but it is fairly nutritious. I mean, every animal in the Arctic areas in the northern woods eats this stuff in the winter.
Creek's really good at trying to keep a positive note on everything, but if I want to eat what the reindeer eats, I'll get that when I eat the reindeer.
And then look around. I mean, there's a ton of it all over the place.
Yeah, we can come back for seconds.
You can't pigeonhole yourself into thinking that we're only going to eat meat this week, Bill. It's something. It's 90% carbs. I mean, that's more than a potato by weight.
Wow.
I mean, the other guys are seeming optimistic. I'm going to be optimistic. It's still putting something in my system.
And we can also use this to scrub our pots after we're done.
I mean, we're burning the calories out here. I'm still not looking forward to it.
I tell you what, guys, I'm cold anyway.
Yeah.
Why don't we head back to camp, warm up, boil up some of this reindeer moss, and reserve our energy and hope for something in those traps in the morning.
Sounds good to me.
Oh, reindeer moss. Yeah. In Alaska, we have that too.
This
Yeah.
isn't the type of wild edible where you just pick and
That
eat
kind of
it.
acid.
It's actually really acidic. So if we just eat it, it's going to hurt our stomachs. So we got to kind of leach all those acids out. The best way to do that is boiling water and a little bit of wood ash.
What kind of material is this?
Wood ash, yeah,
One thing about
alkaline.
those
Yeah.
mushrooms,
Oh, yeah.
You're allergic to mushrooms?
I am.
Well, I'll be honest with you, man. This moss is a lichen. And so it's too
organisms together. It's algae and fungus.
That's the only thing I remember about mushrooms. I'm allergic to them, and they're fungus of some sort.
I would say the risk of having an allergic reaction is definitely not worth the reward of what you're going to get from this stuff.
I'll tell you what, since you're my boy, I still got some rose hips in my pocket. And we got a bandana left. You can have some sweet rose hip tea.
Quite frankly, I don't know how closely related reindeer moss and mushrooms are, but in the middle of the wilderness, you never want to take an uncalculated risk. We're going to bring this to a boil. We're actually going to put some of this wood ash in the first couple of changes.
Alkaline,
The more you
okay.
pile that in there, treat the less I feel bad about not having your heat on.
Well, the ash is actually a good thing, man. It takes that acid out of there. Then we got to strain this solution off.
Neutralization,
boil it all
yeah.
again.
Acid and alkaline. Yeah.
Strain that solution off, boil it again in a fresh change of water,
Yeah,
and then
baby.
rinse it off,
Okay.
and then we can eat it.
And now we wait.
You want to learn survival skills, man. This is a survival skill. You know, learning how to process something in the wilderness that doesn't look
Yeah, that's the other guy. He's not affecting doing the show, okay? Just make your comment, okay?
We've got about probably a 3 or 4 hour process ahead of us. You have to dump that
He's
out,
somebody
switch the water, boil
athletic.
it again,
Okay.
then switch that out,
Well,
boil it
he's
again,
cool.
and then it's finally
I like that.
edible.
Yeah.
Boil number 4.
Yeah.
I think we're good enough to give it a shot, man. The water's looking pretty clear.
So what's the trick to this?
Well, you don't drink the water. You just get a little piece off their bill. You got ramen noodle style over there, man.
Big chopsticks. It's awesome.
Not much of a flavor.
There's no flavor at all.
Sometimes survival food is not about taste. You're eating a kitchen sponge.
That's what I was about to say. I feel like I'm eating a sponge.
For everybody who's eating a kitchen sponge, they can.
That's kind of what it's like. It is about nutrients and calories.
I'm sitting there drinking warm water, at least warm myself up a little bit, but you're talking about carbs, man.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, they got some reserve,
You can't
right?
get in this
Yeah.
thing. The best
In
thing
their
you can do
belly.
tonight is
Okay.
hunker down in the shelter. The rain is starting to move in.
All right.
Yeah, it's cold. And tomorrow, I'm just hoping that something is in those traps.
What's for breakfast, Andrew?
That reindeer moss. Energy level today is definitely lower. You can definitely tell that we haven't had a solid meal in 4 days now.
Oh.
At least.
Yeah, it feels a little better. What do you say we get our stuff and head for the traps?
Well, let's get it done.
Right on, yeah, let's head out.
We are all hungry, tired, and exhausted.
It's stiff getting off that cold land.
Yeah.
Moving into their solo day tomorrow, we really need something to come through in those traps because, quite frankly, I don't want to eat any more reindeer moss, and there is nothing else that I can find edible in this place. See one up.
Yeah, looks like one's down, one up, and one down.
Yeah. Looks like we got one down.
Let's see.
We got something, boys. Yeah, we got something.
The burden.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not against hunting and trapping, okay, so, but it's kind of peace touching. You have to be age prepared, okay, so, we'll skip that part, okay, so. Okay, yeah, we have to be age prepared, okay, so. We'll skip that part, okay, so. But I'm not against hunting and trapping at all, okay? Sustenance, lifestyle in Alaska, natives, okay? Yeah, I'm a huge fan, okay, so. But, we have to be age prepared, okay, so. Okay? Yeah, let's keep our hand, okay? Sure. Okay, let's go. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You know, I came out here and nothing was given to me. I had to go out and get everything for myself. Morning, sunshine.
Well, there he is.
Man, my butt cheeks are so frozen right now. I feel like I'm sporting 2 Christmas hams in the back of these bibs.
Morning, fellas.
What you say, big man?
Hey, Andrew, how you doing, brother?
It's good to see signs of life.
Morning, fellas.
How'd you do?
How did
buddy?
Well, it's cold, man.
Well, I'll tell you what, fellas. You have survived a brutal week. Bill, even though you have that leadership type A personality,
Forget all y'all's little traps gonna catch a bird. I'm catching a damn pig.
you kind of took the back seat in a couple of areas this week.
You did a good job, Dave.
It was just a really great experience having you in the woods.
Well, it was definitely a learning experience for me regardless.
You know, Andrew, you came out here just kind of wanting to unplug a little bit. I mean, hands down, you had the best solo base camp of
It
everybody.
was a lot of fun.
Well, you did a great
Yeah,
job.
it's not
this weekend.
effective
It's a pleasure
enough
being
to
in the
win
woods
the
with you.
show,
Absolute
right?
pleasure as
Yeah.
well. Thank you.
Then there's Dave. You came to this week the old guy. And I know in your head, you felt like you had the most to prove. It's so clear to us that you're the soldier,
Military line of sight.
you know, and you're not the desk guy. I mean, it's just
Absolutely.
like, it's hard to imagine that you even have that internal battle going on, you know? And so I actually have a gift for you. I'm going to give you the same exact knife rig that I use myself.
Thanks, man. You're welcome. It means a lot to me.
You can set that knife on your desk, but I'll tell you, that knife's going to be kind of like you. It's going to be happiest when you take it out in the woods with you. But I'll tell you one thing. I'm ready to get out of here.
Lead me to the food, brother.
The food.
Let's do it.
In modern society, it's easy for guys to question whether or not they are as manly as the pioneer settlers that built this country. This week, these guys survived in the middle of the wilderness with next to nothing, and they've come out stronger and more manly because of it. This week, these guys did our pioneer settlers proud.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, but they're talking about guys, okay, but well, there are ladies who do wilderness training, camping training, okay, yeah. We film. I mean, we in YouTube. There are ladies doing wildlife survival, camping solo, okay. Yeah, and we did broadcast their wonderful exposition, okay, and yeah, solo single ladies like camping alone out there in the wilderness, okay. Yeah, we did broadcast them, okay, in the like Facebook Live and YouTube before, okay. Maybe we should do some more of that, okay? Because in human rights school, yeah, we're gender egalitarian. We love all genders, okay? Yeah, male and female, okay? Yeah, okay. Okay, maybe we'll check female point of view about winter survival, camping. Maybe tomorrow, okay? Yeah, sure. Okay, okay, yeah, that's good. Okay, yeah, sure. Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Thank you. Yeah. Good night. Yeah. Martial arts, education, career development, okay? My proud future leaders. Okay? Yeah. Love everybody, okay? Thank you. Yeah. See you tomorrow. Yeah. Yeah, martial arts, education, career development, okay? Oh yeah, thank you. Love everybody, okay? Thank you.